Okay, so is that your point about the winter holidays, everyone? Is that suddenly a day stretches to another day, and then suddenly it's 9 days and you haven't heard from Cartoon Critic, myself, as I've become Captain Greenbeard, Cartoon Critic, yes. And I know I have a disclaimer. We sometimes use British sounding voices, but we're not British. We're very different than that. We're more deviltryish. You know, a good British has a devil, but I'm not. I'm not of this world, you see. For my ship has wrecked many a time, and I have lived beyond my own death. But anyway, let's take a peek. I know Halloween's over, but I want to check this out. This is one of those lost and found cartoons from days of the old. And if you look at the picture of the two cats symmetrically posed to each other, she's pulling his nose. She's pulling his nose. I don't know if we can. I mean, we'll stay with any cartoon all the way through. We've got several on the combat battle between the two cats is really driving me. And look at that skeleton. I mean, just look at that frame. I mean, really. But it looks like some kind of political symbol in a way. And then it swallows us for saying that. Oh my gosh, we're on the other side. So there's political meanings behind the British accent are not really what in style for making ourselves seem we're the smarter or not as of the encouraged course, which is why I have to tell you that when you're watching skeletons that are about to dance, you really have to think, is there a chance? Is there a chance? Is there a chance? Hang on. I've got to get my focus puller and see if he can get a different shot of this, because we've been going through the same Captain Greenbeard shot for the whole time. That was scary. Did everybody get scared? Yes, yes, yes. But what if we plugged it here? But we've plugged it here, but that's not far enough. So if we went back into, like, Dungeon Master Vision, and Dungeon Master Vision takes into account the whole credito of the cartoon. And I did study from Dungeon Master when I had landed on Starship Titanic once, and it was a long time ago, and that ship is still going. For a long time I've heard of that ship, and I one day wonder if it will ever hit the written word. It might one day hit the written word. What do we all suspect? And then other things considering, all things considered. All things considered, we hadn't even dropped or Spanished a fly in a century of some kind of weatherscape forest dream image you recall somewhere in my head that I had a vision of. And that's okay, because, see, visions of love come once in a lifetime, and you really gotta see one thing before the other happens. And I just want you to think of me as kind of the guy that's electing you to see these cartoons that you did see, Captain Greenbeard, because you're pretty much, you're what, like 5 years away from the grave? I mean, let's face it, unless you're not already back from the grave. You said you were back from the grave? What I meant was, Sonny, was that if I came back from the grave, I would be a lot cuter than a lot of these skeletal people, but that they're cool in the way that they dance, and they seem a little, I don't know, devilish of a kind, that I can't really figure that part of this strange cartoon that seems to have changed over time. Like it was growing before it was glowing. Each time it was glowing, and then it did the growing. And I really don't know if we should go back to cartoon critic mode, which is really killing me, but we can see the whole frame that way. But then it's less of a chance to get, bumped for not being total a pirate is of the medium that we paid for ourselves. So we paid for the medium, then we pirated it back. We pirated our own medium because we paid for it, so we pirated it back. And by that I mean the YouTube sample of the skeleton dance, which seems to be a changing version as it goes. Each version I've seen of that was different. Oh, we're catching the end result. Where do we want to go? I think we'll have a little more fun here. I think we're about to have some fun. Let's go in. What do you think? Should we go to Dungeon Master mode? Just for a second and check it out. This is cool. Did you guys check this out? In Dungeon Master mode, this looks really fantastic. And look at that. He's all umbrella broke. And he's like, well, shiznit. And he's like still kind of optimistic, but he's going in. His coat pulled over and look where he's going in. Oh, shiznit, the door broke, dude. Can you believe that? Can you freaking believe that the door just broke in front of Mickey, dude? That is rambunctious. That's ridiculous, dude. Oh, now the tree's tickling. What the heck? Well, we made it halfway across the floor quick. All right, brother. Just kidding, Mickey. You can do no wrong, man. Like, watch out for those vampire bats, dude. Those little sewage went into you, dude. Well, I haven't really felt like a spider before. Oh, did everybody hear that, man? Whoa, dude, Mickey, are you okay, man? Are you alright? Let's go in closer. I think he's alright. I hope he's okay. He looks scared. Like he's stuck in this cabin far away. Oh, he found fire. He found light. Some of us don't always find light in a cabin far away. Oh, but we do find the scare and the terror of whoever lives there. I like it. I give all these Mickey cartoons and Disney cartoons A+. And all of the extra credit can be applied. I announce as a new rule. No, I'm kidding. I'm not powerful enough to announce new rules. I'd be stuck in a mansion with ghosts and goblins like this if I tried to propose that rule, actually. So it was only a minor quip, a quick joke, an irony. See, Mickey likes irony too, but ghouls have been leading him around for the past few scenes. Ghouls seem to be leading him around. Alright, I'm gonna switch out of Dungeon Master mode. No, just kidding. Alright, well, what's he doing? That's a good one. But the ghoul forces him to play the pipe organ. I get it. It's like Mormon church. Alright, you lollygaggers, let's get hanging. These guys think all they get to do is, all she wanna do is dance. Dance, dance, dance. Those are the dancing skeletors. And look at the rambunctiousness of this wizard skeleton. Oh, he's got a shimmy before he shanks. And this guy is banging the rug. I mean, he's washing the tower. I mean, he's idling the violin. I mean, he's stretching the retching. I mean, he's catching the retching and the stretching of the retching of the retching of the catching. And then he goes with... Okay, so my point is that all this Disney stuff is an A+ because it really comes out well in the mix of how everything is. Now, I hate to tell you all this. No, not regular mode. Don't worry, we can do this for a moment. But we need to look ahead and see if we can perhaps, without any error, move from one cartoon to the next in this thoroughbred that we found of these really well done cartoons. So in honor of that, I'm gonna let this clock through for another couple of minutes, and then we're going back to the old mill. And I only point this out because this is a long show for us all to sit through, right? I mean, it's been 10 minutes and we're going, where'd the time go and is it over yet? And I'm like, no, dude. If you're sticking with me on Cartoon Critic, we're going all the way across time. Yeah, for like, not a half an hour, but if there had to be a half-hour show because of some important announcement that I had to make as Captain Greenbeard, then there would be some sort of announcement to make during the show, and we would hope to live up to the extra episodes of our show. But you can always send requests into. But we're not just playing old series, we're critiquing them and saying, without these skeleton cartoons, the world would not be as good place as it is right now with skeleton cartoons. I know that for proof because I saw the world without the skeleton cartoons and they just were shabby as all Hankton. And I know that the skeleton cartoons in my room are the ones that they used to play in hallways of kids in gangster houses where they were telling them that there were skeletons that were real and they just had the cardboard cutouts made to scale of the skeletons in this actual cartoon. It's freaking me out, man. I'm freaking out. Oh, it's over, so you won't have to worry now. No. We're going to the old meal. I hate to break it to you. We got a few more Disneys to look through here on the Ark. Oh, that is the Ark. Hang on. Alright, everyone, buckle in. We're going on a fantasy tour, and we're staying in Dungeon Master mode for a while. Oh, no, we're not. We were just told by the critical senses that we should turn, literally, to our little notebook underneath that shows where we're at. And now we're back in the usual general Captain Greenbeard mode. And that's why we get just the usual average time slowdown. Oh, I'm kidding. We can go back into Dungeon Master mode. Who am I kidding? I mean, it's not that, regular Cartoon Critic mode is bad, and we've used it in a lot of cartoons. Really, I don't know how we've gotten away with it. But then you get to this mode, and it seems to be a better mode, so you sit on it, but then you're used to going back to Cartoon Critic mode, because, let's just watch the movie for a minute, and tell me, it's kind of a movie, it's a short film, which is a movie too. I don't know that this really is a project that I would see full simple in occurrence of itself as a rendered fork of consideration that was once in my retropalizing the mix down of the current state of affairs that we're juggling. Captain Greenbeard? Did we all get stoned before we made this today? Because it sounds like weird music's on over weird music. That's a lot. I mean, we're asking YouTube to put this on. I mean, if they don't, we're gonna send it over to what's it called? We'll have to slam it up Facebook Creek anyway. to even sell this movie, here we go. But the point is we're going to have to go through with it now, because even if we have to make another episode just for YouTube, which we would if they were so to be disturbed by our strange sound mix, which isn't just Slavish as it seems. And if someone turned that on for me, thank you so much. So, what do you say, guys? Are we like flip the frog type thing going on there? But that's a cool frog. Like, singular picture frogs all over. Man, is anybody else getting a lot out of this, dude? Like, not really politically, but like, the way lines make other lines look like they're moving, and if you make lines look like they're moving, then it's usually the case that you find squandered things that don't differentiate the quality of the purpose of the writer or the goal they set themselves forth, but to not to do unless capability were given as such as that was put into the movement of the writer. And if in distinguishment, I casualed round forage through the cernicles in my ventricles, which were vernacularly fluid. Okay, so I see what you're saying. So like, we get this roused that there's some kind of music beyond the music we've got here, that's got its own copyright with its own thing, and we'll pay for rights whenever we can. But look at this is really scary, because now we've got crisscrossing amounts of, if YouTube lets us, we'll always promote them. I'll promote them anyway. Well, they're our job, it's my job, so whatever they say goes. Towards them always, we do understand. It is to their truth, it is our command, yes. Now, if I could just get through about 6 more minutes of this place we've come to stop and rest, known as Cartoon Critic. We've seen a lot today. It's been good stuff, and I'm flipping it over. Alright, everyone. We're watching The Old Mill. And it's got that L that keeps getting soaked. I remember seeing that as a kid. That was a really trippy cartoon, I thought. Considering it's been out since like 1937. Oh, it's still on. We just got ourselves a commercial in the middle of it. Still the old mill. Still the old mill. I wonder if there's an impassioned viewpoint on the old mill's history that keeps us going from Dungeon Master to regular general Cartoon Critic. So I now hand you to Dungeon Master mode, which is actually more like that. Yes, the other way's upside down. Did I get you upside down again, my peoples? I don't know if this is really the scene I wanted to film at this exact number of time, because I'd hoped by the time the old mill blew over that I'd actually have conquered enough damage to the time meter that I would fade out with oblivion upon the old mill. But I guess we're going to have to look somewhere for the next. Oh, we can really get it on with the next one. Yeah, we better not do that one. I think if we're going to do we could do something like these two cartoons at the end. Yeah, those aren't exactly long enough to get me anywhere, but okay. Stack up your points and I'll see which way we go. Because if I get to... Where is this on the timeline, for instance? Not far from Alva. Well then... We're looking for the right thing. Well, we can go here and fade out. I got it. I gotcha. Everybody want to see a cool one? Want to see a cool one that I saw the other day and totally blew my mind? Wait.
This is the story of Peter and the Wolf.
Right.
Each character in this tale is going to be represented by a different instrument.
Well, now this is a
of the
little
orchestra.
better with the sound
Peter
turned
by
up.
the strings.
I didn't know you could do that. Well, that's trippy. I like that. It's like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Wow. Pass me that jade.
The bird will be played by the flute.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You're telling me this is the ultimate get stoned film? Dude, Cartoon Critic is now requested to go no time over because
Here's
we
the
said
duck,
we'd fade
played
into
by the
this. Alright, you know what? If we're fading into this, then we're trucking down. We're getting us the last 2 minutes of this. No, it's not the last 2 minutes. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Well, we had to introduce all the characters, you know. Whoa, dude! Careful with those violins, everybody.
But Peter
You know,
paid
I'm
no
beginning to
attention
think we
his
should
grandfather's
switch
words.
points of view
Boys
to
like Peter.
one more to
Customize and save with
commercial here, commercial there, commercial anywhere. Alright. This we just gotta sit back and listen to for about, a minute. If we listen to this for a minute, we'll be like right where we need to be. Alright, so this is an A cartoon, maybe even A+, because they don't just come like this all the time. And I'm not going to cut them off. I mean, if you think I'm going to cut them off, you'd be silly. On Stretch Show. Oh, they're saying we gotta quit on time. Well, we'll just deal with this as it comes. Thanks for the feed. It's totally cheered me up, man. You guys all cheered up now? Finally, some decent programming. Jeez. I was looking for a good cartoon on. Come on now. Yeah, we go into Cartoon Critic mode. For 10 seconds. I don't know, it's coming quick, the ending of this. I hope you're happy, Cartoon... Wait, I am Cartoon Critic. Oh, I got fooled by my own British accent. Isn't that stereotypical of me?